Synerzinc means that it's a synergistic formula of zinc plus other ingredients that actually support and improve the availability and function of zinc after you supplement it. And let me just give you one example of that. Now, when you supplement zinc, it actually competes for absorption with another micronutrient called copper. Now, a potential problem with this is that if you're supplementing zinc and not supplementing copper, you will deplete copper. And that's a really bad thing. You definitely don't want to do that. Copper has a number of different important functions in the nervous system. Because of this, we've added copper to our Synerzinc, and this is just one example of what we mean by synergy. These two ingredients really complement each other and work together. Synerzinc is a capsule, and we suggest taking 1 to 2 capsules per day with any meal. Synerzinc is a formulation of 2 different types of zinc as well as other micronutrients that work alongside zinc. Now, when you support optimal zinc levels, this means that we're supporting our immune system, hormonal health, and also inflammation and antioxidation production throughout your body. When you supplement Synerzinc, it means that you're getting enough of the micronutrient zinc. Now, a lot of people don't get enough zinc in their diet, and this is an important one for our immune system and our hormonal health. So you can think of zinc as almost a facilitator for our immune system because the individual cells of our immune system require zinc to properly do their job. And zinc actually has some really cool antiviral properties and antipathogen properties, meaning that it will kill off different pathogens that our immune system has to cope with. Now, zinc also has important functions for hormones, and that includes hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and even insulin. Zinc can also support our body's natural production of different antioxidants. One example of this would be something called superoxide dismutase, which is an antioxidant that travels throughout your body to cope with what we call oxidative stress. Now, the other ingredients in Synerzinc really work alongside the zinc to facilitate it and make sure it does its job properly. So we have selenium, which is another important antioxidant micronutrient that's also important for our immune system. Selenium is also important for our thyroid. So if you're ever someone who's wondering about hypothyroidism, this is the conversion of T4 into T3, and selenium is actually required for this. Now, we also have copper, which is very important here. The reason you'll see copper is because zinc and copper basically compete for absorption in the body. And so if you supplement zinc without added copper, this is a huge red flag because you will deplete copper. And this is a really bad thing that we don't want to have. Supplementation with Synerzinc makes sure that we get sufficient amounts of zinc from our diet and into our body. Now, the World Health Organization estimates that about 30% of people worldwide do not get enough zinc. So this is an important one for many people to supplement. Another thing we need to consider is dietary trends. So because zinc is primarily found in animal products, especially foods such as oysters, if you're not consuming those, your risk of deficiency is a little bit higher. Now, we also have to consider consumption of things like nuts and seeds and other plant foods because these contain something called phytate. Now, how phytate works is it will actually bind up zinc and make it a little bit more difficult to absorb zinc from these foods like nuts and seeds that contain high amounts of phytate. Now, in addition to this, individuals who have issues with gut health or take certain pharmaceuticals might be at an increased need for zinc. The main benefits of Synerzinc are support for our immune system, hormonal health, and skin health. Now, one example when it comes to hormonal health is men. If men have insufficient levels of zinc and then they restore these levels with supplementation of zinc, you'll see improvements to testosterone. Zinc is an essential micronutrient that everybody needs and is commonly deficient. So this means that really anybody can benefit from supplementing Synerzinc. Now, that being said, there's a couple groups of people who can really benefit from Synerzinc even more compared to other people. This includes men, especially men who are over the age of roughly 45 to 50, because around this time we start to see some dips in testosterone and libido, and supplementation with zinc can help this. Young men can also benefit from supplementing Synerzinc, especially athletes. Now, because athletes are often traveling a lot, they're eating a lot of processed foods and high sugar, and they're going through so much intense training and depleting micronutrients, restoring zinc can really help with their recovery and overall performance throughout the season. Women can really benefit from Synerzinc as well because they also need zinc for optimal hormonal function and immune function. If you're using our Total Defense, you will be getting some zinc. However, because we deplete zinc so often, you can still benefit from getting additional zinc from our Synerzinc.